In this video, I'll demonstrate how to perform file hashing in the Linux operating system. Hashing allows us to run some kind of a computation on originating data to see if it's changed since the last time we ran that same computation. Here in Linux, I'm in my data directory where I'm going to type ls to list files. I can see I've got a file here called log1.txt, so why don't we take a look at what's inside it using the cat command. So there's a single line of text that says this is sample data on line 1. What I'm now going to do is use the md5 sum command, space, then I'll put in the name of my file, and notice that I get the resultant hash. Now what I could do is use output redirection to store this hashed information in a file. So for instance, I'll use the up arrow key to bring up that command. I'll use a greater than sign, which is my output redirection symbol. And maybe in the current directory, I'm going to make a file called log1 hash. Now, when I press enter, I don't get the output on the screen anymore, but I do have a log1 hash file. If I cat the log1 hash file to view the contents within it, then I'm going to see that I've got my hash information along with the file name. So let's go ahead then and make a change to the contents within log1.txt. To do that, I will use the fancy vi text editor. So vi space log1.txt. Now, in here, I'm going to the end of the line, I'm going to press insert, and I'm going to press enter where I'll type this is line 2. I'll then press escape so that I'm no longer in insert mode. Now I'm in command mode. So things I type in don't become part of the file. They're interpreted as commands in the VI editor. So I'm going to type :WQ. And you'll see that showed up in the bottom left where W means write the changes to the file, and Q means quit. So now I'm going to use my up arrow key back to the MD5 sum command originally against log1.txt. Let's go ahead and run it. Now notice that this time, if you look carefully at the resultant hash, it begins with C2D2. That, of course, is different than the original hash, which began with 53D4. So the point is this: hashing lets us detect when a change has occurred, in this case, to a file in the Linux file system. In this video, we learned how to work with file hashing in Linux.